But we're running a close second. Stay informed with Weather Center all day today and every day.
In the next half hour, Weather Center AM, a comprehensive national forecast. At 40 after, Weather Center AM continues with highway and air travel conditions. Then the weekend outlook. And at 50 after, Storm Watch. But right now, it's your local forecast on the Weather Channel.
Rain is going to spread across the northeast today from a system that disrupted parts of the south with deadly severe storms yesterday and also overnight. Good morning and welcome to Weather Center. I'm Will Anna.
And I'm Cheryl Lemke. Now in some areas the rain could be locally heavy and the region will also get very gusty winds. But also today, San Francisco is cloudy now, but you'll see some showers later today from a new storm system that's coming in across the west. Meanwhile, Atlanta will become windy and cooler now that storm system has moved through. Boston will get more rain later today from that same storm system, while rain is moving in across New York City right now. And it was last night that parts of the Atlanta area were hard hit by severe weather from that storm system. The state's governor has declared a state of emergency in 4 counties. And in Dunwoody, north of Atlanta, an unconfirmed tornado caused extensive damage and killed at least 1 person. Near Birmingham, an apparent tornado killed at least 20 people. And the storm system that caused all the chaos across the southeast has moved across the northeast, producing rain. These are scenes from Pittsburgh, where traffic moved at a snail's pace during the morning commute. After some severe weather in the area last night, Pittsburgh has been mainly having some light rain this morning, and there'll be periods of rain continuing throughout the day today. So let's check out the surface map, and it clearly depicts our main storm system, a low that's working across the Ohio Valley, and the cold front that's sweeping across the southeast. And it was that cold front that helped to ignite some really rough weather overnight. Now that with a low-pressure system coming in across the Ohio Valley, we're seeing the rains flaring up across the mid-Atlantic and the northeast. Some of the rain today will be locally heavy. Currently widespread rains around the Cleveland metro area, including those of you coming in from Pepper Pike and Shaker Heights. It's a wet one. Give yourself some extra driving time to reach your destination. Rains too for Pittsburgh up towards Du Bois and Bradford and Erie, Pennsylvania. More rains coming in across the Niagara frontier, and some of that rain coming in now closer towards the New York City metro area. We do anticipate the rains to really start to pick up in intensity later this afternoon, and some of that rain will be quite heavy. And unfortunately, that could spawn some localized flooding. Flash flood watches have already been hoisted for parts of Maryland, West Virginia, and likewise for parts of Pennsylvania. Now, we were talking about some heavy rain, and this storm system has had a history of producing some very heavy rain. Actually, parts of the southeast have had 6 to 8 inches of rain, and now that heavy rain will start to propagate up the coast, working its way through the mid-Atlantic and the northeast through the day. Luckily, though, for the southeast, the worst is over. Those violent thunderstorms that roared through overnight are now pushing out to sea, so things are really improving in the wake of that storm system. We still have some leftover showers, though, right along the coastal regions of the Carolinas and down through Savannah. Out over the open waters, though, still some powerful thunderstorms. There are some special marine warnings in effect. Mariners, watch out for some choppy waters and rough conditions. But again, the good news, the worst is over for most locales. We're still dealing with quite a bit of rain, though, around Raleigh, Durham. More rains, too, north of New Bern, North Carolina, over towards Cape Hatteras and the Pamlico Sound area. Still some soaking downpours, making for some slippery roadways this morning, but things will be improving as the day continues to wear on. Now let's check out the weather across the upper Midwest and the West. And with more details, here's Will.
Thanks a lot, Cheryl. The northeastern part of the country is not the only area being affected by the system that produced that deadly severe weather in the south yesterday and last night. You're also seeing some showers from the system this morning in parts of the Midwest, which is going to make it for a very windy and gray day. This is the latest satellite picture right now. You can see the spinning motion of the upper level storm, which is still cranking around western sections of Ohio and also much of the state of Indiana. That's throwing back moisture and also a lot of wind coming across Lake Michigan. It's going to be a raw day for sure if you live in the Badger State, down in the parts of Illinois where the winds right now through Chicagoland are gusting between 15 and about 30 miles per hour. We'll show you what that's doing to the wind chill in just a couple of seconds. Take a look at the big wind field right now. Looking at lots of tightly packed isobars, you know it's windy. Spitting light rain is coming down. No severe weather, that is for sure, although we did see some active weather a little bit earlier on around Columbus, Ohio, with a little bit of a squall line moving northward at that point. Chicago right now 42 degrees, Green Bay, Wisconsin 39, Des Moines, Iowa is at 40. Let's factor in some of those stronger winds, and the wind chill goes down to 14 in Green Bay, 23 Chicagoland, 22 in Flint, just 33 in St. Louis, and 21 degrees right there in Des Moines, Iowa. So it's going to be a raw day with, once again, some spitting light rain coming down. Heavy at times in northern parts of Indiana and northwestern Ohio. And you can see there's going to be a couple of dribbles of rainfall in southern Wisconsin, into Chicago, Kalamazoo, also around Gary, Indiana, and back towards Dubuque, Iowa. The western part of the country, not much is going on right now. A little bit of rainfall around Ogden, Utah, and Pocatello, Idaho. But again, the main system for the west coast will be coming up this weekend into southern California, beginning to brew right now over the central and also the eastern Pacific Ocean. It'll be this one that will intensify and begin to move on towards the southeast and should be affecting a good chunk of southern California with showers, maybe some more thunderstorms by the time the weekend comes to a close. Here comes a look at our weather maps as we put them into motion. Again, a lot of